Gonna grade out the beach area this morning. I went out there and cut it out with the excavator. Took out about 7 or 8 loads of dirt to get the grade cut out for the sand. We're gonna bring in about 140 tons of beach sand, doing a 40 by 110. So I'm gonna go in here with the I'm on the dozer, not the grader. Get in here at the dozer and grade that out. We got fabric to put down, and we'll bring the sand in another day, but pretty much have this ready today. Got that graded out and fabric put out. Tim's gonna finish putting the staples in that last row down there, and this will be done, ready for sand to be dumped on it. Get all this graded out while it's nice and dry. So yeah, it'll be about 20 foot in the water and 20 foot out. It'll be about 3 foot deep down there where the fabric ends in water, and then obviously it'll get deeper as you go out farther. So I'm gonna get over there and get that side graded out. Here's the uphill side. There's the road that divides the pond in half. Here's the uphill side of the pond. Now, once the house is done and all the construction traffic's done, the center will be cut out and a bridge will be put in. But for right now, we're going to keep it all dirt for all the heavy construction traffic. But come up here today, it's still pretty wet on the edges and everywhere, but I got it kind of halfway bladed off. It's all this is going to get hydro seeded, and the guy's going to come out here with a tractor and a big drag and drag over everything, so I wasn't too worried about getting it pristinely up here, because all this is pretty much just going to get turned back into woods up here, maybe a little trail right here, but all that's just going to go back natural. So I just run over and just kind of bladed it off a little bit better than it was. So all this was underwater. You can actually see the water ring where it was, and all that when I took the temporary dam out went into the lower section. We can see it still got pretty good flow coming in from the little spring up here. See it trickling around. It's gonna be nice when it's full. Water's about to the top edge up here, best I remember. And then it comes around all the way up to the pipe I put in way over there in the head section. But it narrows down. It's pretty much like in the mountains almost. You got a steep hill all the way down to the water level. So this is the uphill side. Got everything dressed up and a little more stone put down on the road here. Like I say, I took out the dam the other day, so now that is the same level as the big part. We got the beach put in. I got the fabric down. The sand is coming next week. We'll get that covered in sand. It's about, let's see, what was that, 40 by about 110. So the water's coming on up. It's still got about 6 feet, I think, to come up. But got everything dressed up on this side. I think it turned out real well. Actually, I think this over here is the prettiest spot. I'll walk over here and we'll look at it. When I cleared this, I kind of visioned, when we laid it out, you could kind of see a point. So I left a bunch of trees, and it would be a pretty spot for like a gazebo or something. Walk over here real quick, because the water comes all the way up to pretty much the top edge of the slope, so it'll be like walking out on the water almost. And I think, you know, in a few more years when these hardwood trees grow up a little bit more, you'll have a nice shady spot. And this should be the this will be a real pretty spot right here. And the first time you bush hog it, it'll chop all these little roots and things that are sticking up. They'll dry out and break right off. Wasn't worth trying to go around here and chop them all up and dig them up. It ended up killing all the trees. So you mow it one good time, they'll go away. But got all this dressed up all the way around. I found a big white quartz rock, so I'll put that right there. Yeah, the water comes all the way up. There was a flag that got run over, but the water's like right here at this edge, so it'll be it'll look real nice. Oh, here's a flag down here. Might have a little bit more than 6 feet to come up. So there's a lot of water out there. There's a lot more got to come in here. So you've got water level right here, so it's down about 4 or 5 inches, enough where you'd be able to keep this edge dry and be able to mow it, but not really have a bank. It should look really nice. There it is. A little more sand. Well, all the sand, and that little bit of grading for that. She'll be done. It can rain here now. Well, they need to hydro seed it, then it can rain. Job turned out nice.